So, this is my first screen capture video on my phone. I got the Galaxy Note 9, and it's pretty amazing. Playing some games on here, and this game in particular, The Walking Zombie 2, I've been playing quite a lot, and it's mostly because this game is just made, in my opinion, so well. I mean, the design is awesome on these levels. I mean, it's not by any of the stretch, I guess I'd say, super complex. However, this is a very good game that works. And I haven't looked at a lot of games, honestly. Wow, I'm terrible right now. There's not a lot of games I've seen on mobile that play like this. I'm still quite a gaming phone noob, but so far I'm very impressed by this game, and I am at level 34, and it's just a good time. It's just been a very good time playing this game. I mean, there's a lot of repetitive missions, but I can't help but really enjoy this game. It's just so fun to constantly level up and get better weapons and all that. Like, I mean, sure, that's what a lot of games do, but I just gotta find the right words to it. Like, I think a part of it is also because I really wanted something like this, I'd say, on mobile. Certainly there's things that can be there's certainly things that are left to be desired, but this entire experience is such a good time. I recommend it to anyone that loves first-person shooters. I remember reading Google reviews for the game on the Play Store, and people had nothing to say but just praise. Everybody is praising this game, and I gotta agree with them, because this is a really good game. I'm going to go into detail on what you should get. I'm going to go over each skill pretty quickly, and I'll go into more detail. Speech, you want to get that up to probably around 50 or more at the start, or rather just as early as you can. I wouldn't prioritize it over everything else though, but I mean, there's opportunities where you'd want to have your speech up a little bit. So I mean, I'm at level 34 and I have it at 65, and it was a mission where I needed 45 on speech. So definitely, if you have like 50 plus, as far as I can remember, should be fine. And firearms, just ignore firearms because you'll get books, just like, geez. And this is something they gotta remove from the game. Like, as much as like I want to support them, when you buy no ads for the game, you should not be getting any ads. Like, I am fully aware of the things in the store, like those perk points I can buy, or the backpack slots. Like, sure, they should, get money from these people that play the game, but I've read online people that are really aggravated by that stuff. Like, there's one person that just literally said they won't play the game anymore because they kept getting that ad so many times. And you can't even click around on the outside of the box, and it's even more aggravating. So, I mean, developers, if you're listening, I highly recommend you guys to take that out for the people that have bought no ads, because people that bought no ads, we want no ads. And anyways, we already know that stuff's in the store too. Like, at least if you have a little notification box there. I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but it's important. If somebody is willing to pay that, they'll get them from the start. I don't think if somebody's not going to buy it initially, they're probably not going to get it in the future. So I think it's just going to harm players playing the game. It's going to make them not enjoy the game as much, especially for some people that seriously just can't handle ads for games. Because this game, I can say, is very, very generous with their, what should I say? Just for ads in general, they're just generous, and this feels like a game that isn't on mobile, and that's why it's so great. And I think that would help them even more if they didn't, push their in-game ads. If you buy no ads, should get no ads at all. But either way, I'm moving back to what I was talking about. So, books. Did I already read it? Okay, I guess I already read it. But, yeah. Read books for firearms. What are the other ones? I know there's a couple. But there's firearms. Curing. That is really high, and I didn't even level that up much at all, I don't think. I should be going in order, but anyways, so speech, firearms. I put a lot of points at first, but I didn't really recognize that you can just get books for them. So get books for firearms. When you're in the store, always buy books. They're definitely worth it, especially if you're using this trading skill points on trading. I'm going to throw up a screenshot of something I sent to my friend. So, firearms, just ignore putting points into that for the most part. I started putting in points, but later I was like, why am I doing this? I should just use books. Because there's books for it. So use books, buy books, use those. Yeah. Melee weapons, I don't use melee weapons, so I guess that's up to the user. So I ignore that. I've left that to 20. Like, I didn't put any on the critical hit. I say add after essentials, and by that I mean add points to that after you get your main stuff done. So I took care of my other skills that I wanted to be comfortable with, and then I went to critical hits because, that's going to take a lot of points to get, some decent critical hits. Moving on, defense. I put some. It looks like I put 10 points into that, but I still have the base armor. I didn't even get any new armor since I started the game, so it's pretty awful. But I didn't really need it because next is health. In health, get that to about 50 because 50 will give you 100 HP, and I'm just so nitpicky about that, so I just like that nice 100 HP. So compared to other video games, you usually have 100 health, so I was all about getting that to 100. Once I got 50 on that, I left that there so far. I might put some more on, but I value my other skills more, so I've left that there. Curing, books, you can use books for that. Ignore putting points into that, and I'm at a high level actually. Because you can also get those from kills in the game, which is pretty cool. Outdoorsman, I like the encounters. I like being able to, in the game when you're on the map and you get an encounter, because sometimes you get really good stuff, and I don't see why I'd want to pass that up. So usually every encounter is pretty nice or worth it. So I don't even bother with Outdoorsman because you also get books for those. So. And I also don't even care for that skill in general, so I just leave that. I haven't put any points into that one. Lockpicking, I don't even care. I put IDC, I don't care. I don't care about this one either, like I did with the melee weapons. In defense, I just don't care about having faster lockpicking. I can see for some people it'd probably be useful. I don't think that it is a bad thing to have your lockpicking faster. Or not faster, but it slows down the lockpick. Sorry. Either way, to me, I'm pretty good. I got a good coordination, finger to eye coordination, or whatever it is. But I'm pretty decent with that, and I load up on my lockpicks, so I'm usually pretty good with my lockpicking. All as it is, and if I mess up, I just keep getting it until I get better at it, and I'm improving my lockpicking with the gameplay. So yeah, for me, I ignore lockpicking. I got another screenshot just to get the couple ones at the bottom. Driving, I find very useless for a skill. You can just watch an ad and get 15 gallons, and you can also you get 50 gallons each day. If I think every 24 hours it is, you get 50 gallons if you don't touch it. Maybe that's useful later in the game. I'm at level 34 right now. I don't know if later down the line it's going to be more useful. I mean, if you're playing the game, I think if you're binging this game for hours, and you would probably find that useful, then go for it, I guess. But in my opinion, I think it's a total waste. I think it's probably the most useless skill there is when you have the ads that you can watch. But devs, if you're watching this video, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I think you guys might want to put some different perks in there, but I totally understand that it's something you probably shouldn't even touch, because your game's done. It's amazing. Just from my experience, driving hasn't been too useful of a perk. Trading, I put kick this shit up because trading after you get your essentials done, it's the same thing with critical hits. But trading especially want to kick up, because you'll get some good discounts if you kick that up. If you kick that shit up real high, you'll get a whole lot of so trading, if you kick that shit up, if you get the points and you get the freedom to do it, just keep kicking that up, because you're gonna save a lot of money in the store for sure. It's awesome. When I'm in the store and I see something for like 12,000 and it's available for 9,500 instead, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So get that up there once you get your essential stuff out of the way. And it's probably not even then, because the store, when you have good deals and you save your money and stuff in the store, it helps you get other stuff too, like your books that you can buy, and ammo, whatever it is. And radiation resistance, I didn't even touch at all. For me, that's another thing that I find extremely kind of useless. Yeah, you get your Rad-X pills, and I get so many of those pills in the game. I honestly feel like it should probably be decreased, the amount of Rad-X pills you get, but that's just me. I don't know. Either way, hope this is useful for your skills in the game. Perks too. So I'm going to go to perks now, talk about the perks in the game that you'll probably want to get. So yeah, there for perks you'll probably want to get you'll definitely want to get reading, and no, ignore, you want to get it first, but get nothing first. Nothing is a perk. It's funny. I looked it online. You actually get an extra perk point when you get this, so you definitely want to get this as early as you can. So it'll help boost your your leveling and stuff. So actually get bookworm and reading first, because when you get reading, you can read your books, and after you get the reading one, you can get bookworm, which will give you 50% more skill points from reading books. So you'll definitely want to get reading and bookworm as early as possible. And what else should you get after that, though? I'm looking here. It doesn't look like I have a lot of perks, but certainly they're very useful. So I get, get reading, get nothing, and then reading, and then bookworm. Skilled is something that you'll want to get pretty soon, because you'll be able to get more skill points, which is awesome. Because I currently, each level, get, I think, +8 skill points, which is it's so useful. But the problem with that is it says, but levels required to get new perk points are increased to 4, which I don't know. I think it's 3. So each 3 levels you get a perk point. But when you get this, it turns it to 4. However, that is so much, I think, way more worth it to just get that when you feel like you're ready to. Like when you feel pretty good in perks, get this, and then you'll get way more skill points. So that's why, like, when you feel like you're at a good spot, just get this perk, and then once you have the perks you feel like you're comfortable with and don't need too much more, because the rest could just, improve your experience of the game, but not like drastically improve it, right? So once you get the good ones out of the way, get skilled. Good student. Yeah. So you'd want to get skilled and good student, it looks like. Good student, your studying skills are compared to other survivors above average. For each new level, you get one more skill point. So that is probably the first one you want to get. You'll get one more skill point for each level. And also skilled, you'll get 2 more points, but it'll cost you on your perk points that the rate at which you get your perk points. So that's why I say you'll probably want to get your good perks out of the way first, and then get this perk skilled. And there's the other ones. There's animal language is pretty good. I didn't get this until a little bit later. I didn't get it too late, but I mean, until I noticed the usefulness, I guess. I left, I think the first area, is it called the Woodlands? No, I'm on a quest, so can't look, but the first main area in the game that you're at, in that farm area, I didn't know there was like a mission there. I think there's a mission with like a chicken and stuff, so animal language is helpful if you want to get more experience. If you want to get some more stuff to do with some good XP, then go for it. But I think you should get that after you get reading. Well, nothing, reading, bookworm, good student, and skilled. So I'd say after that, get maybe animal language, or I don't know, extra XP. That's always nice. So that's kind of like another good one. But I've noticed how pretty cool it was to have faster healing and faster healing 2. Yeah, I have both of them. That's pretty helpful, because even when you're idle in the game, I didn't really notice if you gained health in the game by just being idle, or just not getting damaged, rather, from what I've noticed. But once I got faster healing 1 and 2, it makes your healing that much, I guess, faster. It seems, well, obviously makes it that much faster, but from just idle, just being idle, not getting touched, and just playing, it seems like you get health, like HP, just by that alone. So once you get faster healing 1 and 2, that's pretty cool to just have. Another perk I was looking at, but I don't get, I guess, especially with the skilled perk up here, that reduces your rate of earning perk points. Yeah, that can kind of hinder your progress for your perks. But if you get the good stuff out of the way, that's why I did that, because I definitely want more skill points. It really helps. Definitely makes my guns and stuff cheaper, so I find that worth it. So fast hands is something I'll probably want to get soon. And gain, that's pretty awesome, but that seems pretty cool, but every level, if you get the abundant amount of skill points you can get from perks, you get +8 instead of, I think, +4 or 5 initially. So yeah, I basically get almost 10 points every single level, so I don't find that worth it so far. But certainly if you want to kick up, if you want to really boost one, I guess that could be cool. But in terms of a whole perk, I don't find that useful. I honestly think that should be like 20 plus skill points. I think they should update it to that. It should be really cool. I'd find that probably worth it, but I'm still, like, to me, I'd rather just level up in the game and use my skill points. It also gives you more reason to just level up in the game too, besides just getting perks. It still makes it pretty fun. Berserker, I don't find that too useful, I guess. Certainly, if you're getting health that low, I guess for me that could be useful. But I also see how if your health is that low, you're gonna want to keep your health low to just do more damage. But I guess if you did that and you put on, what is it, like the pills that you can make your damage go higher. So I think if you use Berserker and like that, it's another in-game ad. I'm not gonna buy it. Like I'd buy it already if I wanted to. It's just frustrating. Yeah, brute tablets. Like if you got that and you also use your Berserker perk, I can see how that could be pretty destructive against like a boss or something. That could probably be awesome. However, you gotta get your health that low, so that's why I didn't really get this one, because I feel like that's just not really good to encourage yourself to have your health that low and possibly lose your quest or whatever, your progress. Later, I'm gonna get fast hands because it'd be certainly nice to have a little bit of extra speed on your reloading animations. In general, like that's really cool. It's not a lot, but certainly that little bit could help. Cat, your last hit won't finish you off at first. I'm not sure how useful that would probably be. Scavenger perk seems really nice. 15% more for every scrap, because you get scrap all the time in this game, so a little bit extra is always nice. Oh, wrong thingy. Adrenaline, that seems like that needs to be like first attack on every location is critical. Like if you miss your first shot, is it just not critical after that? Yeah, I'd say probably skip that one as far as I know. Life Giver, you will heal 50 HP each time you gain a level. To me, that's another kind of useless one. Ignore that one. Lover, I don't find that useful. It's only 10 plus with women, and I'm not sure if that's something that would be really useful when you could just kick up your speech really high. So that's kind of like makes me think of the gain perk. I mean, early in the game it'd probably be useful, but I mean when you can only get so many perks, also I don't considering all of the to me, weighing all your odds and stuff with the whatever. I don't know, to me, weighing out your options and stuff and seeing what works best, I don't feel like it's worth it. Hacker, 10% slower for a pointer, I don't think is worth it at all. That should be higher. I feel like that should be like the life regeneration one. That should be like 40%. There's a whole perk for that for 10%. I don't think that's worth it, even just for the hacking. Like I don't see how 10% would really help that much at all. That's just my perspective from what I know from game design. I don't know, and playing as the player right now, I'm just seeing what's worth it. I don't see how that's worth it. And from being the player and knowing about how game design, I feel like that's just not really worth it. And fast hands too, even faster. So if you get both fast hands 1 and 2, you get 20%. So that seems pretty good. I'll probably aim for that pretty soon. Speed Demon, actually, I can't tell if that's faster like movement of the player or faster travel of the car. That needs to be clarified. If that's player movement, I'd probably get that. That sounds awesome. But if not, Yeah, I'm not getting that. Better criticals, I didn't get that yet because I'm not too sure of what it means, because the efficiency of critical hits is 20% higher. However, the chance of critical hits is not affected. So, like, my info, my critical hits, my chance, is it my chance of critical hit is 22? Yeah. Your chance for critical hit is 22.6% or so, it looks like. Yeah, which is pretty awesome. Like, that's why I'm really adding to my skills, my skill points for critical hits, because that is coming in handy quite a bit. Like, when you're fighting somebody really tough and you get some good critical hits in there, that really helps you out. But yeah, efficiency of critical hits, I guess, might be headshots or something, but I don't know. So I'm not too sure about that one. Man. Accidentally clicked that. Bigger backpack is definitely sounds good. However, I also personally want to help the developers, which is also why I want to put out a video like this for the players to spread awareness of the game too, and help players out with this game. Give people some value for their experience with this game, because I've had a really good time just figuring out what works best, and I'm happy I can share some of that. It's a good time. So this bigger backpack, it seems pretty good for five. It seems like a little bit more would be useful. However, you could go to the store and get the bigger backpack, which is $5 for 20 plus more places in your bag. So I don't think that's really worth getting the perk. I guess that depends on the player. If you're a free player and you want some more slots, I guess that could be pretty good. I can definitely see how that could help you out, because it is pretty annoying having too much stuff. But I'm thinking of scraps take up 2 slots. I think I have some right now. They take up 2 slots, so if you're only getting 5 slots, you can only get 2 more scraps. So I don't think that would be too helpful. Probably for that little edge that could help you out, but I think that'd probably just be better to just buy the $5 backpack thing over here and get 20 slots, because that's a lot of slots, and that would definitely put a nice dent in your bag to help you out. So that's my advice, and plus helping out the developers is always awesome. So yeah. And next one, lockpicker. Lockpick 10% slower. That's the same thing at the hacker one. That doesn't seem useful. Not to me. I guess it could help, when you have your skills pretty high and get 10% slower. Because lockpicking decreases the difficulty for each skill point. The lockpick movement must slow down. So I guess that could help, when you have a high amount on your skills. But to me, I'm pretty good with the lock picking the way it is, and yeah, I'm just getting better with the speed and just learning how I can. I'm just getting better at the little mini game in it without having to up my skills for it when I'd rather put it towards other stuff like the trading skill and stuff. So let's move on. Steady aim. Keep focus while shooting, and your spread is 40% smaller. I think that depends on the gun you use, because I thought of how awesome that could be. That really does that's a significant steadiness change, in your spread. That's significantly better. However, especially I don't really aim down sights without the sniper that much. The sniper, I usually only just look down the scope. With other guns, I don't really use it because the iron sights can sometimes be bad. There might be better iron sights in some other guns, but a couple of them I've used I wasn't too big of a fan of. So, I might even get this, but it still depends, because I'm thinking of the shotgun. So, would that make the shotgun have less spread? I guess. But would I want less spread? I don't know. I don't know about it. I guess it depends on your player type, because if you're a sniper, or if you are, that would be good. I usually snipe. I'll probably get this. I'll probably get that, but I mean, I'm thinking the Ortega, because I kind of want a little bit more spread, so it probably would make it spread less. So, I mean, yeah, again, I guess that's down to the player and what they like. I guess for like a shotgun player, that probably wouldn't be too helpful. But for me, I like to snipe the most, so I can probably get way better, probably get even better shots with that, so might get that. Might get that later. Trap immunity by 15% chance. I don't think that's really worth it. I mean, I don't really, I usually try to stop traps, but still, I will just heal afterwards. Increase the max size of your fuel tank by 5. Again, like stuff with the gas in this game and the car stuff, when you can just watch the ad for 15 gallons, don't find it really worth it. I think they should, I honestly sometimes feel like some of this stuff should be a little bit more harsh on the player. So, because for me, like sometimes I play this game and I'm like, all right, I'm getting a lot of gas, and I feel obligated to just keep playing the game, which I guess is not a bad thing for the developers, because they'll want to have people to continue to play the game. But for me, I kind of sometimes like the cutoff point of some free-to-play games. Like, they kind of give you incentive to just stop playing when you get to a certain point. Like, because I would like to schedule more of my time when I'm doing gaming and all that. Whenever I do it, like if I play a game, I'd like to set myself to play for probably like a couple hours or something, and just cut off after that. And so for me, that's just me, but I mean, I guess it depends on the person. I'm the person that would like it probably to be a little bit harsher on the player with the fuel and everything. But it's not that way, so I guess for people it could be good. Additional fuel, but yeah, additional fuel tank. I can see some people definitely probably want to have some more gas, but I mean, to me, I'm not big on that at all. And Lucky Child at the open world location with more loot, 5%. I mean, I went to open world a little bit. I didn't play a lot, but it definitely seems pretty cool. But I kind of got the feeling of it's kind of like the modern video games where there's open world stuff and there's just, I don't know, it feels kind of aimless a little bit, and I don't want to just go to the open world and just get loot and that's it. It's fun to follow the story for this game and do some tasks, and sometimes there's unique things in there, and I find that pretty fun. This game honestly brings me back to like PS2, GameCube days. I wouldn't say GameCube because there weren't many shooters on the GameCube, but it really makes me think of like an old shooting game. And it's really awesome to have a game like this in the mobile. So, that's why I really am happy to support this game on YouTube a little bit and help spread awareness and how awesome this game is. So if you get a nice phone or whatever, download The Walking Zombie 2 because it's free and it's awesome. Moving on. Traveler, yeah, you'll increase your trunk space size by 5 slots. I don't need that so far, so I don't feel like that's really useful so far for me. And Scavenger 2, so you get an additional 15%, so I'm probably gonna get Scavenger soon to get more money, and I'll be getting more coins, and I'm gonna be saving more by kicking up my trading skill even more, because that's at 110 right now, and I'm getting some good deals. So that's only going to be going higher. And what's left? Trap immunity 2 and additional fuel tanks. So yeah, traps, if you really hate the traps in this game, I guess that could be cool to just get, 30% off of your chance of getting hit, but I don't know. I don't find that you're worth it. Yeah, so this is probably a ridiculously, pointlessly long video, and if you watched all this, I'm pretty surprised because it's pretty boring and slow, it seems. But either way, I hope you enjoy it, I guess. I hope I'm really helpful to you. I really enjoy this game. I just want to, help the developers get more people to play it, I guess, because it's really cool. Like, even the things I don't like in this game, it's fine because this game is great, and it's a good time. I mean, where's the sound? Is the sound in the game? There we go. And plus, oh yeah. I'm actually gonna end the video here. I'm gonna make another video. And I'll leave that out for skills, and I'll leave a skills perks video. Yeah, what am I doing? This is such a gross ending for a video. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut this off here. I'm gonna continue the gameplay. If you'd like to see more stuff, I'll upload another video probably after some point after this one. I don't know. I'm gonna do that. You know, try to keep it quick. But either way, thank you for watching, and happy gaming.